Hi, everybody. It's Marjorie Waldo at Arts Garage, and today I'm lucky to sit with one of our singer-songwriters, Kayla Frey. She is straight out of the region. She's in Pembroke Pines still, right, Kayla?
Well, actually, now I'm living in Coral Springs, but that's where
Okay.
I'm from.
So you've been in the Broward area for some time, most of your life.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm grateful for you sitting with me today to talk about your show.
Oh, thank you. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be able to perform and that we're doing this.
Yeah, so we've got your show on December 5th. It's a two-band show. It's December 5th, which is a Saturday night, and the show is at 8 p.m. We will do it with a reduced capacity audience, depending on where we are in December. Right now, we're at about 50% capacity with social distancing, so that means about 90 people can be in the audience. And we're also doing live streams, so you can buy a live stream ticket and watch it from your home if you prefer. So let's get right to it. Let's talk about your genre. So you're a singer-songwriter, but your vibe is kind of pop, soul, dance music, right?
Right.
Why? What about those genres of music do you like? Why do you like those?
Yeah, I guess it's because I like music that, like some of my influences, Alicia Keys, for example. I feel like that's where I get like the soul from because in my music, excuse me, my finger, in my music, I like to really sing and sing from the soul and the heart. And then also I like my music to have some fun as I'm a dancer too. So I like to, sing to music that's fun and dancey. And then also, um, yeah, just, yeah,
Yeah,
I guess that
those are
explains.
the vibes you like to give. No, you did good. So you're an emerging artist. So it's rare, I think, that people ask you to talk about this. So you did really good. You did good
Thank you.
answering that. Um,
Thank you.
I loved what you said in your bio. So let's talk about where you started. When did you start singing? How old were you?
I was, say 2 or 3. I just got influenced by my grandmother because she used to show me musicals. We watched like The Sound of Music and other movies with Judy Garland was one of them. We just sang, I sang a lot of the songs she was singing, and I just kept singing.
Has she seen you perform recently? Is she still around to see you perform?
She is, yes. And she's very happy. She's very proud.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Does she know you credit her with your start?
I'm gonna show her this video because I'm not sure if she knows that.
She should know. It's going to make her heart full because that's a really beautiful thing to share with your grandkid, you know? So I think that's awesome that she gave you that love from an early age. Okay, so you talked about your top musical influences a little bit. And what I think is interesting is what you said when you were describing your two singles. So you did your first single, which was called Valentine. What was the inspiration for that song? What were you trying to say in that song? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so basically, I wrote it around Valentine's Day one year, and I was just thinking, oh, Valentine's Day is just such a superficial thing sometimes, because it's all about just showing that you love with all these material things. And so, like I said in my bio, it's about wanting real love, love that's every day. You're going to love me all the time, not just on Valentine's Day and not just with gifts and superficial things.
I love that. I love that. I wish more people followed that, right? Valentine's Day is a holiday for it's marketed for companies to sell stuff. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong, I love to get some flowers on any day of the week, but
yeah.
it is.
I know it's just funny because in the song I'm like, I don't need someone to buy me candy, but honestly, if you bought me candy, I wouldn't be mad about it,
Yeah, exactly. And then the other song you talked about was your newest release, which is called Can't Close Down Love. And it sounds like that one was inspired by your experience during the pandemic. Am I right?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so I started writing that one because I used to gig consistently, every week I would perform. And then I just realized like, oh, everything's closing. I'm not going to have a job. And I was thinking about my situation and I was thinking about, imagining kids in school and stuff. So, yeah, and then through writing it, I just kind of realized I was thinking of, the message that's been told, you know, over and over again, which is all we need is love. So I wanted to make my own version of that, and for the times that we're in.
I think that's really awesome. And I think it's a lot of what people need right now. Music is a healing force. It's something that brings people together and makes them feel good and can lift your spirits when things are really hard. And for a lot of people right now, things are really hard. I've been doing these interviews. We didn't used to do them. I started doing them during the pandemic because so much of what we're doing is virtual. I wanted the audience to get to know some of the performers. And I think we'll keep doing it because I think the patrons really love hearing you talk about your work and your process and your inspiration and who you are. I think it really tells your story. And I think so many of us are feeling worried and anxious, and many people have lost their jobs and having trouble feeding their families. It's a rough time, and not to mention the personal loss that people have experienced. So I think it's great to provide an opportunity to remind people of that. I think that'll carry us through. It's good.
Yeah, and it's beautiful because it was really, even to remind myself.
Yeah, right. It's
But it also,
therapeutic.
people relate, because we're all in that together. So,
Yeah, keeps you from being too negative all the time, which I think is easy to do when you're isolated, when you're not having the social experiences that you're used to, you feel very alone. So if you were to describe what you really want your audience to take away from a show, any show, the show you're doing at Arts Garage on December 5th, or any show, what would you tell them you want them to feel, or what vibe you want them to have while they're in the room with you performing?
yeah, I love that. For me, like, I always want people to just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to do a mix of, I'm going to have, maybe a ballad in there and that's sad and personal, but I also like to do a lot of songs that are fun because, like, I always feel like when I go to a show, I love it when I feel like I'm just on stage with that artist. And I kind of, I work to create that effect too. I want people to feel like we're just all having fun together, and because especially with a lot of the sadness going on and everything, it's just nice to go to the show, have a good time. You just put your problems on pause, and I just want everyone to relax and enjoy. So,
Okay, so we can probably expect to be dancing a little, get up out of our seats and dance
yes,
a little. Good,
that
good.
would be great.
I think that's wonderful. Okay, so your show is December 5th. It's a Saturday night at 8 p.m. You'll take a set, and then there's another emerging band that's going to take a set. You can come in person. There are about 90 seats available currently, and we'll see where we are in December. And if you're not comfortable coming, you can buy a live stream ticket and watch from the comfort of your home. So I hope that lots of people tune into your show or come see you perform. I think it's going to be a really exciting night. And I'm very grateful to get to know you a little bit. So thanks for taking time with me, Kayla.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you for this.
Okay, we'll see you soon, couple of weeks.
See ya.